driving the Jeep around. Awesome. This little thing is sweet. I don't want to give it back now. It's fun to drive. Brakes feel good, everything feels nice. Awesome. Super dusty right now, but off the Windex the paint down real good. Still have a couple little leaks to fix. Put the hood on. Got everything else up. Brakes are working good. All the lights and everything. So it's getting there. So I took the Jeep out, took it for a test drive. Everything was working good. I have an antifreeze leak that I need to fix, and I left it parked in the driveway for a long time. Found another small little oil leak that I need to fix. Need to adjust the clutch, and a bunch of little things like that. Just tiny stuff, you know, but everything felt good. It didn't overheat or nothing like that, nothing crazy. The temperature came up, and we broke in the motor. We drove it around town a bunch. And broke in the motor, and then after that, you know, the thermostat opened and closed, so it's all working, never overheated. It doesn't grind gears or nothing goofy like that. Everything feels really good. Like I said, all the lights and stuff are working. We have a couple things we have to do. It's just a bunch of little goofy stuff. Detail it, clean it. I'm gonna armor all up the tires and clean it all up and stuff before we give it back to the customer. And then we have to, I'm gonna probably wax it and everything too, just so it looks nice. And because it's so dusty from being in the fab shop. And what's the other thing we have to do? It's really just a bunch of little things. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably write myself a checklist. And as I do a checklist, I'll probably do another video. And as I mark out the checklist, I'll kind of share it with you guys, you know. But I had to help Aaron today. We went out and did some stuff at the junkyard, took care of that stuff. And then when I got back, I test drove this thing for a bit, and you know, just to make sure everything was working good. I still have to put the hood on. I didn't put the hood on because if I had to work on it, I want to keep opening and closing the hood, and I wanted to make sure there was no leaks or nothing like that. And those wooden blocks on the hood, I will show you those right here. Those wooden blocks. One of my YouTube followers said that those are mahogany, and I'm pretty sure that's what they are. I don't know. So it looks like they're mahogany, but they're kind of growing on me now that they've been on the hood. And you know, once you put them on the hood on the Jeep and everything, and it's stock, that's original from the factory. That's what they had, I guess, that the mahogany wood blocks like that. And I've seen them with the wooden block or the rubber blocks, which I'd prefer. But now that I've seen them with the wooden blocks, I mean, they're not too bad once you get used to them. You know, that's what was stocked from the factory. So, and we got all this is all finished up, the chains and the tail lights and like all the little details on this thing have been finished up. I do want to go through and re-grease everything underneath real good, and then I'm going to check for leaks, and I'm going to top off all the fluids. The brakes feel awesome. There's no, like when you hit the brakes, it doesn't pull or nothing like that. Nothing locks up. None of the wheels are, you know, screeching or nothing. I mean, it feels really nice. So that was pretty nice to hit the brakes, you know, or not hit the brakes, but adjust the brakes and have them work the first time. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, a bunch of little things. I need to tuck the wiring harness up underneath the hood, zip tie that all together, get that all taken care of. And what else? And like I said, I'm gonna probably go through and check all the fluids, like all the front end. And that's the other thing I need to do is when I was driving it, the steering, you could tell that the toe in and the toe in and the camber needs to be adjusted a little bit on this Jeep. So I'll just get the thing, kind of do a hillbilly alignment on it, just so it's aligned nice, and use a tape measure and whatever. And because the lady that owns this, when she was younger, she used to run into stuff and whatever. And I'm pretty sure that because there's a couple parts on here that are bent and whatever, and we bent them back and straightened them and everything. But you know, that probably knocked out the steering so stuff was driving funny or whatever. And it doesn't drive funny, it drives really nice. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And everything on this thing is brand new. I mean, we did everything from the paint to the blinkers to the welting, you know, to the, you name it, it's all new. Hoses, belts, wiring, harnesses, seats, everything. So it's gonna be a badass little Jeep, and it's gonna be going back to Arizona pretty soon. So be nice to see it go. I'll miss it because it was, you know, fun having it in the shop and everything, building this thing. But we'll get it out here, and maybe when this thing leaves, we'll do a little video or something. But anyways, thanks a lot for joining me. Hope this wasn't a boring video. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and hit the bell. That way you guys know when new videos are coming out. Thanks a lot for watching. Later.